Cloudy tonight, low 48. 70% chance for rain tomorrow, high 58. Clouds and 65 on Sunday. For Monday, mostly sunny, high 68. And for Tuesday, sunshine with a high of 72. Overnight low 50. Yesterday's high 76. Just a shade under a quarter of an inch of rainfall here at the WFIW studios yesterday. Currently, humidity at 73%. Winds from the west-northwest at 5 miles an hour. Pressure at 30.12. Right now, partly cloudy skies. We've got 50 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
How do? It's Friday.
Not bad. If you're watching on YouTube, you see I'm representing.
You are representing.
I'm representing.
Cardinals scored 17 last night. That's the most they've scored since last July when they beat the Cubs.
You know what they need to do? They need to spread it out a little bit is what they need to do.
Yeah, they could have used some of those 17 runs the last few games.
Doug Anderson's here from the Wayne County Farm Bureau. We're so happy that you could, at the last minute, I asked you to come in, and you did, and thank you. And we've got some, this is the show about nothing, Doug, but we've got something we want to talk to you about before the hour's out.
Big amendment to that House bill yesterday. That could cause some serious problems as far as farmers are concerned.
Absolutely. So, are we talking about that now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
So there was an amendment to House Bill 391, according to what the information that I got, and it has a pretty substantial increase in the motor fuel tax. And they've been talking for months about using the motor fuel tax as a means for an infrastructure bill, and it's been, 1990, I think, was the last time we had an increase in the motor fuel tax. So what's that, 29 years?
And they didn't, at that time, add anything that allowed it to incrementally grow.
Right.
So it stayed.
Flat,
right.
Yeah. Set, yeah. So I think everybody knew this was coming. We just don't know where it would shake out on the levels. And, within the Farm Bureau world, we actually support I think the policy says a moderate increase in motor fuel tax. I don't know what that means exactly. So it's left our leadership open to kind of decide where we're going to fall as an organization, whether we're going to support this or oppose this. Is 25 cents moderate or not?
Seems like a jolt
to me. It's
a
pretty big jump. Pretty big jump.
But you look at the motor fuel tax for the gas, but the diesel jumps a bunch as well. 2.5 cents a gallon to 8 cents a gallon. Is that right?
Yeah, 320% increase. I just did the math on my phone here a second ago. So yeah, big jump on the diesel too, and of course that's going to impact farmers the most is the diesel jump. So we'll see. We'll see how this gets handled politically in Springfield over the next few days. So.
It wouldn't be bad if that was just the only thing that's coming down the pipe.
Oh, that's just the start.
Well, I'm just saying, as far as taxes, I'm a member of the Farm Bureau. I'm very proud to be a member of the Farm Bureau.
Thank you for your membership.
Not a problem. It makes perfect sense for me to be a member. And, I get the alerts. I get the legislative alerts that you send out because I signed up for it. I want to know what you guys are against. And there's some real concern about the graduated income tax.
Yeah, Farm Bureau supports a flat income tax. Looking through all the information, our biggest concern is not necessarily with the rates that are being proposed by the governor. Our concern is if this passes the legislature, which it looks like it's probably going to. It's going to pass the House, and the governor will sign it. So then it goes to the ballot November 2020, and voters get to decide if they want to change the Illinois Constitution to allow for a graduated income tax. Our biggest concern within the Farm Bureau organization is that if that passes, then tax rates can be adjusted annually by the legislature with a simple majority vote. So even though the governor's proposing this is what I want the tax rates to be, that's just his PR pitch, if you will. There's no guarantee that's what the rates are going to be next year, or I guess it'd be 2021 or 2022 or 2023 as we go on. The legislature, if it's politically advantageous for them, can adjust those tax rates year to year. And they can even pick out certain segments of the Illinois economy and say, well, we want to tax you a little bit more here and over here a little bit less because it's politically advantageous. And it really opens up a big can of worms.
It's a blank check is what they're asking for.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Well, we got the news right out of the way right there at the beginning with Doug.
One more quick question. Yeah. With the wet weather that we've had throughout March and April, what's it looking like for farmers? What are you thinking? Are we gonna be okay getting into the fields? I mean, what do you think?
Well, I am no predictor of the weather, so let's just put that right out there. So I think anybody that's tried to predict the weather is usually wrong. But yeah,
Well,
this
we are
year's-
here.
This year's been a struggle for sure, and not just for farmers in Wayne County, but all over the Midwest. Really, I mean, we started with a lot of flooding out in western Iowa, Nebraska. We had like a winter time record snowfalls up in the northern Midwest, and all that. Of course, ice and snow melt come down the river system, had huge flooding in that part of the Midwest and on down into Missouri. And now we've just had substantial rainfalls all across the Midwest. Just seems like every 3 to 4 days we have a new storm system come through. I think they're coming up out of Texas and dumping a lot of rain. And the rivers are swollen, the rivers are flooded, and of course farmers have pretty much zero field activity. I think less than 10% of the corn's planted in Illinois, and normally we're in that 70% range by now, traditionally. So we're very far behind. I think I talked about this on a radio interview with your newsman here a few weeks ago. But the northern part of the state, their planting windows is a lot shorter than it is down here. We have a much longer growing season just because of our climate, and so it's a little bit easier for farmers to push back their planting dates in this part of the state versus the northern part of the state. But we can still get planted in the month of May down here and be okay. But you get up into the northern parts of Illinois, and they're starting to lose yield potential every day that goes on that they don't get that seed in the ground.
With the flooding
Yeah.
that's been going on, what is this doing to grain bins and farmers' storage of beans and corn from previous years?
Well,
I think that has a lot to do with the trade.
price.
I mean, the price too,
Yeah,
right?
the bins are full, but to be quiet, and the flooding really doesn't have anything to do with that. As far as the bins being full, let me check that.
But
that
as far
comment.
as getting the beans and corn to the barges,
So that's where it comes into play. So the rivers are shut down. Mississippi and Illinois rivers are shut down due to flooding. So now you have situations in the northern part of the state where they cannot move grain out, and they cannot move fertilizer in for when farmers actually do get the field activity ramped up. So there is going to be some logistical issues with the river system over the next month or so until these river levels go down.
will we see issues like that around here?
Certainly possible. A lot of our local suppliers, they pull in barges off of the Ohio. So I haven't heard of them having any issues just yet, but that water's all going to come south down the Mississippi. So it's very possible we could see some delays in shipping barges, coming up from Louisiana, coming up the Ohio to this part of the state. So, yeah.
Good. A couple things I want to mention.
Okay.
Mother's Day.
Yes.
Don't forget that, folks.
No.
Gosh, don't forget that. I came up and took care of my mom, right?
Saw a sign, a flower shop sign the other day.
Yeah.
It said, "She's the reason she pees when she sneezes. Buy her flowers."
Unbelievable.
It's all your fault, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm wearing the birds on the back
yeah, I
because
see that.
I'm going tomorrow. I'm going to accomplish a bucket list item for the missus. I'm going to stand in line for maybe hours at the Cardinals Hall of Fame to get my wife an opportunity to meet Ozzie Smith, the Wizard, and get his signature. So
Okay.
that's on the bucket list. It's taken care of. And I wanted to mention this. Now, I want to just, for a moment, you mentioned the newsman, Jeff Vaughn, who is a part of an ag family.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. I called him last night after the Park District meeting
Yeah.
to tell him I wasn't going to be able to make it to the county board
Right.
at 7:11. Guess what? I woke him up. It's still day out there. And it was
Oh,
like,
boy.
I'm sorry, did I wake you up? Yeah. I was stunned. The other thing is I wanted to mention this. We got this sent to us this morning. Sheila Simon was in town last night. Former Lieutenant Governor of Illinois, good friend. Didn't know she was going to be in town. She spoke at the Jasper grade school graduation last night. And we got all kinds of graduations.
Yeah.
Penning this afternoon for nurses at Frontier.
FCC
Graduation
tonight.
What a
And
weekend.
the weather's going to be nice tonight, so it's not going to be 110 degrees in the Mule Barn.
That was always a problem. I lost weight in the Mule Barn anytime we had graduation. And in my hands, I have
The bucket
the
of
bucket of
bunk.
bunk. Let me get into it real quick. John Wilkes Booth was born on this date. In 1838, he died at the age of 26, not from natural causes.
I don't know.
He was a member of a prominent 19th century theatrical family on the East Coast. His goal was to kill Abraham Lincoln, which he did.
Well, with several others.
Yes, the Vice President, Andrew Johnson, and the Secretary of State, William Seward. 4 days before, Robert E. Lee, the general of the Confederacy troops, had surrendered. So the war effectively was over. Anyway, he shot and killed. And then he led people on a chase, as they tried to find him. Now, Seward was wounded, but he recovered.
Right.
Vice President never touched. But when they cornered him in a barn fire, they set the barn on fire to get him out and shot him. In his pocket, they found a compass, a candle, and pictures of 5 actresses.
Okay.
Yeah. He was thinking of other things down the stretch. Also today, the birthday of Fred Astaire. His real name was Frederick Austerlitz. He was born in 1899. He died in 1987 at the age of 88. We've got a Tony Randall moment coming up here, okay?
Tony
all right,
Randall situation.
Okay, all right, here we go. Fred Astaire, widely regarded as the most influential dancer in the history of film. He, of course, his love interest was, in the movies,
Ginger Rogers.
Ginger Rogers. Who was his contemporary?
Gene Kelly.
Yes, and he said in the history of dance on film, it begins with Fred. That's what Gene Kelly said.
It begins with Fred and ends with Gene.
Yes. Fred and Cary Grant, both the best dressed men in American cinema. But okay, he was in great shape right up to the end. In fact, he took up skateboarding in his 70s.
Good for him.
Skateboarding.
Broke his wrist.
Huh.
Then, at the age of 81, he married a jockey, a woman jockey,
Okay.
a jockey, who was 45 years his junior.
Wow.
45 years. He's 81. Do the math.
Now, did they have any kids?
No. So it's not a Gene Randall moment in that regard.
So Tony Randall is still the man.
He's still the man. But
Billy
come
Joe
on.
ain't far behind.
His wife was on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Really?
As a famous jockey. So anyway, kudos to Fred. He's the man.
Yeah.
He is the man. David O. Selznick. He was the producer of Gone with the Wind.
Oh, okay.
And he died at the age of 6. All these people that died at 62 and 63 years old drive me crazy.
How old are you?
62. He won the Academy Award twice.
That's why we have the defibrillator out in
Yes,
the
sir.
hallway.
You never know.
Good thinking. Good
You never know.
We've all been trained.
He married Louis B. Mayer's daughter, who was from another movie making. He was working for Paramount at the time, and he was quite an interesting guy. He used a lot of amphetamines,
Did he?
speed,
Okay.
and he would film 22 hours at a time. Okay, we're gonna check it in one more time, everybody. He washed them down with coffee. And finally, Mama Maybelle Carter died in 1978 at the age of 69. She, of course, was
The mother of June Carter.
mother and
The
the
patriarch
Carter
of
family.
the Carter family, yeah. Or the matriarch, rather.
Yes,
Not
and
the
she
patriarch.
was loved at the Grand Ole Opry. On this date, May 10th, Mormon leader Joseph Smith moved his band of followers from Missouri to Illinois.
Right.
Nauvoo, right?
Nauvoo, yeah. And then they left out and went to Utah.
They did. They did. Central Pacific and Union Pacific Railroad met at Promontory, Utah. A golden spike was driven on this date in 1869.
Cross-country road.
Yes. 1908, the first Mother's Day took place at a church in Grafton, West Virginia. In 1924, J. Edgar Hoover was appointed head of the Federal Bureau of Investigation and put away his dresses. Let's see here.
Or so he says.
Yeah. 1962, Marvel Comics published the first issue of The Incredible Hulk on this date.
That was Lars, wasn't it?
No, that was him.
Big green guy.
1969, the NFL and the AFL announced they would come together in football.
Yep.
Music history.
They say it came from the Jets beating the Colts. In the
I'm
Super
sure it
Bowl.
did. Super Bowl III,
Yeah.
right? Joe Namath predicted it. 1964, Dusty Springfield made their U.S. television debut on Ed Sullivan. 1968, Jim Morrison, The Doors, incited a riot during a Chicago concert. 1974, Eric Clapton recorded I Shot the Sheriff,
Great song.
Yeah.
but I did not shoot the
It is.
deputy. 1985, the Go-Go's announced their breakup. This is a red letter day on my
Yeah.
calendar.
But they got back together.
They did, like everybody else. 1997, Barbara Mandrell launched her Country Sentiments line of jewelry on QVC. She's got ties to Wayne County.
She does.
Yeah. And 2003, Steven Tyler of Aerosmith given an an honorary doctorate degree. He's Dr. Steven Tyler.
Okay.
At least it was honorary. So there you go. I've got the morning question.
Is he the Doc of Rock?
The Doc of Rock, not bad.
Clever.
Very good. Okay, here's the question that we put up yesterday. And we had quite a few folks, and it was split right down the middle. So think about this. Doug in particular, Doug Anderson here with the Wayne County Farm. You heard a story maybe that we had about a week and a half ago that said that there's $100,000 a month spent in Wayne County alone, or in Fairfield alone, in video gaming. And what we asked is, do you believe pay-for-play video gaming leads to video gambling? Now, for a moment, the average person who does video gaming is 33, and they do it on their smartphone. They do Candy Crush.
About all the games now. They give them to you for free,
but you have to pay.
but you have in-store or in-game purchases, I think is what they call it yet.
And they say that's the biggest thing that's going on in the entertainment industry right now, and they're spending billions of dollars. So the question was, do you think, and we'll come back with your thoughts about this, do you think that is leading people to what is going on right here in River City, right here in Fairfield when it comes to video gambling? We'll be back with that on Morning Coffee. Betty Rosenberg's collectible auction will be held this Saturday, the 11th, at 9 a.m. at the Indoor Exhibition Hall, Wayne County Fairgrounds in Fairfield. Auction highlights include antiques and collectibles, primitives, toys, household furnishings, glassware, 20 quilts, 10 Longaberger baskets, schoolroom collectibles, Maud Humphrey prints, black memorabilia, seasonal decorations, and so much more. Please plan to attend this collectible auction Saturday at 9 o'clock. Barnard Auctions in charge.
Hey, it's Bobby Bones. If you're in the market for a new car, you have to check out Hyundai. Their Shopper Assurance program is the future of car shopping. There's a ton of features, from transparent pricing to streamlining the purchase online. But my favorite part, you can schedule a test drive at home or work with Hyundai. It's easy. Too busy to go test drive? They'll even come to you. Hyundai Shopper Assurance, available at participating dealerships only. Test drives subject to availability. Visit HyundaiUSA.com/Shopper Assurance for more details.
911, what's your emergency?
God, there's a train that just hit a car.
Sir, what is your location? Look around for a street sign, sir.
It's 8th and Orchard. 8th and Orchard.
Okay, very good. 8th and Orchard. Sir, help is on the way.
Why would he do that? The train still hasn't stopped. You have to get there now.
At a railway crossing, even if the engineer sees you and hits the brakes, it can take a mile for the train to stop. And for you, that's too late. Stop. Trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
Mark your calendars. Fairfield Memorial Hospital and the Horizon Healthcare Clinics in Grayville, Fairfield, and Sisney, along with Trinity Health and Wellness in Louisville, will be offering reduced rate lab testing May 20th through the 25th. A variety of tests will be offered at reduced rates from $10 to $35 per test, including general health profile, glucose, lipid panel, and hemoglobin A1C. Specific cost dates and times for the reduced lab testing can be found at fairfieldmemorial.org, Facebook, or by calling 618-847-8262.
At Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics, your family's care team is close to home. New family nurse practitioner Danielle Baker will provide the knowledge and attention to guarantee you get the care you need when and where you need it. From routine care to acute needs, Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics have you covered. Plus, same-day appointments are available and a Carmi walk-in clinic on Saturday for those unexpected illnesses. With 7 providers and 9 specialty care clinics, maybe it's time to take another look at Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics in Carmi and McLeansboro.
At F&B, we're always keeping your best interest in mind, and now we're offering EverAlert, a notification system that keeps you updated on recent debit card transactions. Sign up for notifications at any F&B location to receive a text or email within minutes of your debit card transactions. And the service is free to all F&B debit card holders. Have questions or want to sign up? Give us a call at 842-2107. F&B, member FDIC. Wireless carrier text message rates or charges may apply.
We're celebrating 39 years of passion for fashion, and the women in our lives at Carnaby Square give her meaningful, expressive jewelry from Carnaby like a piece with semi-precious stones carrying qualities that empower her when she wears it. Or Brighton's Interlock collection features the never-ending twist of Celtic knots that symbolize eternal friendship and love. Plus, buy any combination of 2 Brighton necklaces, bracelets, or timepieces, and any Brighton earring of equal or lesser value are free through May 11th at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when President Reagan told us where to put our MX missiles?
It's absolutely essential that we produce this missile and that we base it in a series of closely based silos near Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Soviet leader Leonid Brezhnev died. On its first operational mission, the Space Shuttle Columbia dropped off a couple of satellites.
We are 2 for 2. We deliver.
The Vietnam Veterans Memorial was dedicated in Washington. The pro football strike ended.
We'll return to work. We'll have football on Sunday.
Robin Yount and Dale Murphy were picked as baseball's MVPs. And here's what the new music sounded like. Have we stumped you? Well, the answer and a chunk of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Fritos Chicken Enchilada Signature Wrap Ad. How would you like it?
I'll take a California Surfer.
Let's hang 10.
Yo, brah. After carving waves, my buds and I cruise Subway for the Fritos Chicken Enchilada Melt. I chow down on a signature wrap. Rotisserie-style chicken, marinated in enchilada sauce, Monterey cheddar, and epic proportions of veggies. And it's topped with crunchy Fritos, dude. The totally awesome sub is the same stuff. So gnarly. Subway, make it what you want, brah.
Limited time only at participating restaurants.
November 1982.
Lionel Richie and Truly, the top song of November 1982. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Talk about sneaking up on you. Mother's Day is this weekend. Now, before you freak out and grab some stale candy and gas station roses, just slow down and pay a visit to Gottman's Custom Jewelry, located inside Black Fashion Flowers on Main Street in Fairfield. Gottman's is ready for you even if you don't have any idea what to do for mom. When the best florist teams up with the finest jeweler, your Mother's Day shopping couldn't be easier. That's Gottman's Custom Jewelry inside Black's Fashion Flowers.
Time for the question of the day on Morning Coffee.
Do you believe pay-for-play video gaming leads to video gambling? And there was some confusion on the people that made comments on this question on our Facebook page.
Oh, yeah?
Confusion because they didn't exactly know what pay-for-play meant. And I think you did a wonderful job, Doug, of explaining that right before we went to the break. You can go on your phone. I can go on my cell phone here, and I can go and it would be unmanly for me to get Candy Crush. But let's say I went and got Candy Crush, okay? I can do it for free, but there's ways for me to spend money inside of that.
Yeah, you get stuck on a level and you want extra lives or extra tools or whatever.
Sounds like man that knows his business here.
And see, the thing is, it might only cost you 99 cents. And at the time, I can drop $1 on this, no big deal.
But that's 99 cents every time.
That's right.
You get stuck on a level.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think, so you guys got to give me your opinion. I think there might be a relationship between youngsters that have the ability to buy this stuff or young people. I told you the average age of people using this on their cell phones.
33, right?
33.
Okay.
Is there a causal relationship? Is there a relationship between that and the fact that we've got this eye-popping number of $100,000 a month in the city of Fairfield being spent on video gaming. Do you think there's a relationship between the two? And I'm going to tell you, our poll was pretty evenly split down the middle. There were 25 yes and 20 no. Yes, they thought that there was a relationship between the two. What do you think, Doug?
Well, I think people that tend to spend money on games on your phone, I can see where those same people might be more inclined to spend money on a video gaming style machine. But I guess what I see the biggest thing is we've taken the video gaming machine and pretty much put it right in your hand and
made it easy.
It made it very easy. And there's a lot of people that they gamble with apps on their phones. Sports betting and there's in casinos they have all kinds of games and stuff on your phone that
you were at Rotary yesterday.
I
right?
was at Rotary. Yeah.
And Craig Demoret, who is a state police
State
trooper,
police
used to be on
sergeant.
the SWAT team for the state police, spoke because he's now responsible for video gaming south of a certain point in the state, right?
All the way over to St. Louis. I think his office was down in Franklin County, down in DuQuoin. His office is in DuQuoin. But yeah, he covers all the establishments all the way over from St. Louis and then all the way to this part of the state. Lives here in Fairfield.
And how big of a business did he say it was?
Oh, gosh. So he gave some numbers, just kind of state of the Illinois numbers coming in. And he said for the first quarter of 2019, so January, February, and March, the net gaming revenue, total revenue, was $400 million. For the state of Illinois. Now, that does get split. The state doesn't keep all that. Some of it goes to the establishment. Some of it goes to the companies that provide the games. And then I think the rest, I think the state gets 25%,
yes,
if I remember right.
Yes.
And then the city municipalities where the games are housed gets 5% out of that money.
Not bad. Not a bad
cut.
$400
million, and it's up over last year, substantially, he said, too. So.
And you look at it, everywhere you go, convenience stores, service clubs, Legion, Elks, things like that, bars.
They're showing up everywhere.
They're everywhere. We went with somebody to a bar restaurant place. It's been, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And we're sitting there, and we're waiting for our food, and the lady was with looks at Tina and says, hey, I'm going to go in and try video gaming. And Tina's like, okay, I'll go in there. She went in there. They were in there for less than 5 minutes. She came back and had dropped like $120.
Oh my goodness!
Your wife?
No.
Okay.
No. The person we were with. No.
She's not very good at it, is she?
No. Guess not.
Wow. Well, I mean, I would if I ever tried it.
Dropped $120.
If I ever tried it, it would be I've got $20 and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the way I'm in Vegas.
I mean, same way. If you
I'm too cheap.
If you go to a casino, you do. I mean, we go to a casino, you set a limit on how much you're going to spend. When you're done.
Okay. So you're up. A relationship between one to the other or not?
I don't know necessarily there is a relationship between the games that you play that will lead to video gaming. Now, the apps where you're sports betting and things like that, yes, absolutely. But as far as Candy Crush and, I don't know, whatever else.
I wonder what the average age of video gaming players is. I wonder if they take a look at that at all. I mean,
they've got to be older.
I would think
no, 33 is on the phone, the smartphone.
Oh, the smartphones.
Okay. Gaming, the video, or the gaming that you get on your smartphones. The average age about 33. But I don't know. I would say it's significantly older when it comes to the machines that are at the local fraternal organizations and convenience stores.
I've seen all ages, anywhere from 21 to 65.
Now, here's the next story. Here's the next story.
Same way with the lotto. I mean, you get behind people at the convenience store, and they're getting the mug of Coke, and oh yeah, by the way, let me get $25 in lotto tickets, and I want to do 2 in this number, 3 in this number, and it's just like, come on, I want to just pay for my gas and go home.
I think the next story is, and I did a commentary this morning where I talked about an intervention. I think there's got to be a question if you believe video gambling is an addiction.
Well, it has to be. Easily.
Then where do you turn in this town if indeed it's a problem? And I think the numbers dictate that there is a problem.
Well, there have, and I just read something on Community Calendar just the day before yesterday. I don't remember much about it, but it did mention, people who are suffering from addiction. There is a support group in town, but it's any type of addiction.
It's not
just
Gamblers
gambling,
Anonymous.
not just alcohol, not just whatever, but it's any type of addiction. And basically, they just go and you go with your family, and
I saw this this morning
Try
as
and work
well,
through
and
the
this plays right into this. A measure that already passed the Senate to bar drivers in Illinois from using video devices while behind the wheel hit a snag in the House.
I thought you were already not allowed to do that with your smartphone.
Apparently, this
your smartphone.
Senate Bill 86 would prohibit a driver from using a video device with the exception of the built-in navigation devices in newer vehicles.
Why would anybody be opposed to that?
I don't know. An amendment approved by the Senate excludes global position systems or navigation systems or devices that are physically or electronically integrated into the vehicle. With all of that, the measure passed both the Senate Transportation Committee and the full Senate, but there's a logjam in the House. I had one guy that commented on this. I thought it was great. I'm quoting him exactly now. A former student of mine. Hopefully, legal gambling, pot, and prostitution will solve this driving problem like it will solve the state budget issues. I know prostitution isn't legal yet, but let's give it a chance.
Oh, my. All right. We're heading down a dangerous road.
That's a slippery slope right
there. No
there.
pun intended.
No. Anyway.
Well, you talk about the screens on your TVs.
Yeah.
My friend hit a car that with a CD player.
Right.
Actually had a DVD player in the car. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't have a screen in the back.
He had it in front.
He put his DVD in, and the movie came up on his screen.
Well, I didn't think that was legal.
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it's not. But do these newer cars? Can you get some of the same apps on your navigation screen in your car as you can on your phone?
Well, you've got cars now that have Wi-Fi access.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can probably get the same thing.
Well, they'll pass. Watch it. They'll pass this law, and then 6 months later, everybody's just going to be checking their Facebook on the screen
while they're driving down 64.
While they're driving down 64.
Wow.
There's enough people already checking their Facebook while they're driving down 64
this is true.
as it is.
This is true.
I got a couple of good stories. You pick them. Here's your choices.
All right.
Choices is a review of a senior citizen comedy with Diane Keaton, and it's a funny review by Rex Reed, the guy that does all those.
Right.
Or about an artist called Jessie J. She sings for a group called Bang Bang. I've never heard of them.
Neither have I.
Who mistakenly got a message on her body misspelled in a tattoo. Which do you want? Which do you want?
Oh, I don't know.
You're going to have to come up with trivia, by the way. I'm looking at you again. I'm sorry. I've been.
Where's that MASH trivia that?
Oh, I've got it.
Yes.
It's in the other room. I'll get it during break.
MASH
Okay,
trivia.
well, you got to pick one of the two here.
All right, let's do the tattoo thing.
All right. Jessie J showed some skin in a new bikini shot on Thursday and took a feisty tone when noting that her visible tattoo included a spelling error.
Uh-oh.
The ink, which she got when she was a teenager, is of her own song lyrics. And she notes this on Instagram. Yes, my tattoo says, don't loose who you are in the blur of the stars.
Extra O.
Don't lose.
And there's no way to fix that.
I wonder if she got her money back.
Was the tattoo artist eating a Milky Way at the time?
Oh, yeah. The songstress also explained that her misspelled tattoo is why she wears high-waisted clothing.
Oh, my.
Oh, that's great.
Or maybe, if that tattoo was so low, maybe that loose just had some significance to it.
Possibly. It would for me.
My tattoo, my pants hang really low, and I'm loose.
Why would she not try to cover that up with a new tattoo?
Can you? I mean, you would have to, blur it or something, wouldn't you?
I thought they did it all the time.
Yeah,
they would just get some kind of a more elaborate design and just kind of put it over the top of... how many people get an old girlfriend's name tattooed on the body?
I'm putting honey, I'm putting your name under the S's. Susie was my girlfriend. We'll put her on my back.
And how many people out there got an old girlfriend's name tattooed on their body? and then they look for a new girlfriend, but they have to have the same name as the old one.
Oh my!
Oh, that's not good. Oh, one other thing,
It'd be
real fast.
terrible
I'll
if you
do
had a
this, and then
girlfriend whose name was Clarabelle or something.
Clarabelle would stand out.
Yeah.
What you want to do is
it'd be hard to find another Clarabelle.
that's the
to go
problem.
with.
Would be a hard
That's
search.
the problem. You have it on there, and then you go out and you're going on these dating sites.
Singles cruises. And,
Must be named Clarabelle.
Must be. You're not going to find somebody in New York City named Clarabelle, okay?
I am committing wholly to a Clarabelle
relationship.
Right.
Oh, by the way, one other thing before I run in the other room, because I know it's in my folder that I didn't bring with me. You're right. Jeff Vaughn gave us MASH trivia, and we'll do it. And I'm not going to be able to give the questions ahead of time unless you guys stall for a second while I go in.
You know what? Here's what we'll do.
Okay.
I got to do weather here in a little bit, so
All right.
we'll start commercials. Before we do weather,
all right,
we'll come back. We'll ask the question.
One last thing. Jim Fowler. You remember him? He was the longtime host of Wild Kingdom. Remember Marlon Perkins?
Marlon Perkins
and
always
Jim Fowler.
said, while Jim wrestles this 20-foot-long anaconda, I'm going to tell you about Mutual of Omaha.
Wild Kingdom. Mutual. You're exactly right. He died. He died Wednesday.
Really?
Not at the hands of an anaconda. Or I guess anacondas don't have hands. He was 89 years old.
At least not in this part of the country.
At least he wasn't 60.
No, if he would have been 62, that would have been it for me today. I would close the program down because I'd be going and living what's left of my life in town at a video gaming place.
while doing sports betting on your phone.
That's right.
And searching for Clarabelle.
He was part of that Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom, and he also was a wildlife correspondent for Today on NBC. But he died at the age of 88, a ripe old age.
Now, who does our show in the morning? What's his name?
Who does our show in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, Jim Crowley?
Jim Crowley.
Yes.
Okay, I was thinking Jim Fowler.
No, it's Jim Crowley.
Okay.
Jim might find himself on Today now.
Well, you never know.
Because there's a spot. All right, then I'm going to hold the Diane Keaton, and I'm going to hold this great story from Monday about a woman who was arrested after she came in and broke into a house and began acting bizarrely. She entered through the back door. I'm going to tell you anyway. She sat down on the couch. She began to pet the family dog. She washed the dishes, and then she left the house, and she got charged with burglary. I want her to break into my house.
Just
yeah,
to
that
the
sounds
dishes,
like a good deal for me.
Not a bad. We're going to take a break.
She didn't take anything?
Didn't take anything, no.
Didn't take a thing.
Walked in the house, sat down, pet the dog, went and did the dishes, escaped.
Okay. Well, if somebody would come to my house and do that and then walk the dog, I mean, that'd just be perfect.
Well, in your case, probably drag the dog. I mean, little Poochie's
he's
not doing that well, is he?
He's doing okay. He's getting around now.
He's getting there.
I have a dog with arthritis.
Oh,
Doug, he's giving him,
prednisone
and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I went in there yesterday. He's a little feistier than we was last
What kind of dog
time
is it?
Answer that question. This dog looks like. What was the name of the sinister?
Chupacabra. Remember that?
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what he looks like. The Chupacabra.
Oh my goodness.
What about the guy, Dr. Evil?
Yeah, with his cat.
With his cat. This is the dog equivalent.
He's got no hair. All right, no hair except a little on his forehead, like a crew cut.
Did he have hair at one point?
No, was born with no hair.
Okay. Right.
And a little on his tail. And it's like petting a warm leather couch.
And he doesn't shed.
And he doesn't shed. You're right. We named him Buddy. I wanted to call him Sergeant Carter.
Yeah.
From
a
Gomer
tough
Pilot USMC,
yeah.
because he's got that mohawk. He's got that little crew cut on his head.
How old is the dog?
About 15 now.
Oh wow.
So he's getting up there, but we had to take him. I mean, he's getting old with a little arthritis, and he tries to.
Does he make a good guard dog at least?
No.
Does he?
Well,
I mean, is he? If I were to show up to your house and bang on the door, would he come after me?
No.
I can't find
You
him.
can't find him?
I'm looking.
All right,
take a break.
All right.
Hey,
We'll be right.
I did bring Ag in the Classroom trivia today.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
I come prepared.
Doug, let's go ahead and get some of those questions out there if you got them handy.
I do. I gonna
Go ahead and read them.
You read 'em.
Oh,
You read
you want
'em.
me to read them?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why
Just
this is
one-
why we get the top rate guests in this town.
Are we just doing one question or are we doing several?
We're doing
No,
10
we're 10.
if you
We're
got
doing
'em.
10.
Okay. All right. This should be an easy one. What percentage of land in Illinois is farmland?
Okay. I got a pretty good idea on that one.
Okay.
Do you want multiple choice?
No,
Okay.
we're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yes.
Are you guessing?
Yes. No. Here's what you give the questions, we take a break, and we come back and answer them. That way the
right.
listeners get a chance to be a
Okay.
part of this.
All right. So, what percentage of land in Illinois is farmland? That's your first question.
Okay.
How much whole milk does it take to make 1 pound of butter?
Ooh. Okay.
All right. One another one.
How much does
Yeah.
it make to me? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. The Illinois state fruit is a type of apple. What type of apple is it?
Okay.
We're going to be okay on this.
I
okay?
think we're doing okay. Yeah.
One more?
Yep.
So
We'll
keep
keep
going.
going. You,
Oh,
you
keep
do
going.
10. Do 10.
Do
if
10.
you got
Oh.
'em.
Yeah.
All right. How many states in the U.S. grow wheat?
Ooh.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. When is National Milk Day? That should be an easy one. We should all be celebrating National Milk Day.
I'm a big fan of vitamin D.
You're a proponent of milk.
I am. I'm pro milk.
I'm pro ice cream.
We're in the same boat.
Yep.
Illinois is the top producer of many crops. Which of the following was not a crop that Illinois produces the most of? And I'll give you the four choices
Okay.
here.
All right.
So, okay. So we have corn, horseradish, pumpkins, or popcorn. So which one of those four is Illinois not the
Okay.
top producing state?
All right.
I got a pretty good idea on
Okay.
that.
I do
too.
too.
All right. Let's see here. How many pizzas are sold in America each year?
Ooh, that
That's
one
the
might be
perfect
tough.
food.
I
The
know.
perfect food.
Now, are you talking how many pizzas are sold in America to me and Dreeth?
Well, I don't have the answer for that one, but I think our listeners would love to hear the answer.
We'll be close.
Yeah. Okay. What year was Illinois Farm Bureau founded?
Okay.
All right.
Pretty easy one. Who was the longest serving president of the Wayne County Farm Bureau? And this is way before my time.
It's either I guarantee you, it's either a Musgrave, a Simpson, or a Vaughn.
Vaughn.
Or Walt Townsend.
Walt Townsend. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's see here. I kind of got out of order. Who's the current president of the American Farm Bureau Federation?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I think that might have been number 10.
All
I
right.
think I've done the rest of
All
it.
right.
So,
Good. We'll take a break.
Yep.
Betty Rosenberg's collectible auction will be held this Saturday, the 11th, at 9 a.m. at the Indoor Exhibition Hall, Wayne County Fairgrounds in Fairfield. Auction highlights include antiques and collectibles, primitives, toys, household furnishings, glassware, 20 quilts, 10 Longaberger baskets, schoolroom collectibles, Maud Humphrey prints, black memorabilia, seasonal decorations, and so much more. Please plan to attend this collectible auction Saturday at 9 o'clock. Barnard Auctions in charge.
School's out. This summer, keep your child active by enrolling them in Kids in Motion Summer Day Camp. Breakfast, lunch, and a snack are provided daily, along with fun activities like swimming, skating, bowling, and so much more. We'll even include a sibling discount. So come join us May 28th to August 2nd at the First Baptist Church in Fairfield. Pre-registration is April 29th or on May 2nd, 6th, and 9th from 3:45 to 5:30 at the Fairfield Public Library, or call me, Suzanne Doggett, at 919-0628. We are the place for hot sun and cool kids.
Everyone is talking about the future these days. With help from me, Steve Thompson, and Country Financial, you can own your future. All you need is the right plan to get you started. The kind of plan that will take into account all the things in your life that matter most. I can work with you to put the pieces in place with insurance solutions to help secure a comfortable tomorrow. No matter what stage of life you're in, now is the time to start developing a plan to own your future.
Something's in the air. Dust, spores, and a whole host of bad things you can breathe in. Indoor air quality may be something you think very little of until it becomes something you can't ignore. Protect your health and home with Core Indoor Air Quality products. Our solutions are ideal for ventilating, purifying, and balancing humidity in your entire home. Visit CompleteHVAC.org for details and breathe easier. Core, the heart of a smarter home. Call Sam or Kara at Complete HVAC and Plumbing today at 445-3329.
High speed, high performance, high quality suspension, all with one low price. Run with William Noby & Company in a new RSX 860E Gator. Whether you're checking fence lines or out for an evening cruise, go the extra mile in this new and improved UTV. Now get a John Deere RSX 860E Gator for as low as $148 per month. Hurry into a William Noby & Company near you. This fast machine won't be around long. Visit us online for a full list of locations at WMNoby.com. Offer valid through May 31st, 2019. Pricing based off of 0% financing for 84 months with 20% down at signing. Some restrictions apply, so see dealer for details.
The Fairfield Chamber of Commerce, along with the retail merchants, want to invite you to join us in the Pamper Your Mom promotion. From now through May 10th, shop at any participating merchant to enter your grandma, mom, wife, or daughter for a chance to win a floral bouquet filled with 24 gift certificates from local chamber members. This will be a Mother's Day to remember for one lucky mom. Thank you for shopping local this Mother's Day.
Hi folks, this is Sandy at Gale Sales and Service. The days are getting longer and eventually the temps are going to get hotter. We have air conditioners from 5,000 to 25,000 BTU in stock. They will quickly cool the room on hot days and run quietly to avoid keeping you awake. Low power startup and operation conserves energy and saves you money. Effortless temperature sensing remote control allows you to see, set, and maintain room temperature from across the room. Don't wait until you're miserable in the heat. Come see us at Gale Sales and Service, 1605 West Main in Fairfield. Check us out on Facebook.
Rothrock Auction invites you out Saturday, May 11th at 9 a.m. for a public auction for the estate of Samuel Jenkins at 228 West Lafayette Street in Olney. Real estate includes a move-in ready 3 to 4 bedroom, 3-bath home with a finished basement and carport. There will also be antiques and collectibles, household furniture, kitchenware, appliances, shop, lawn and garden items. A 1992 Chevy Caprice Classic, all power with 118,000 miles. Rothrock Auctions, Mark Rothrock Auctioneer.
The Big Bill Store has a great deal on Bopple's home furnishing certificates. Pick one up and get a great value on top quality furniture at Bopple's Home Furnishing in McLeansboro on the south side of the square.
A watch for mom, a necklace for grandma, and free earrings for you. Buy any combination of 2 Brighton necklaces, bracelets, or timepieces, and any Brighton earrings of equal or lesser value are free through May 11th at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Are your retirement savings scattered about in several old 401ks and IRAs? Let Conard Financial Group provide you with education on what options you may have. Call Conard Financial Group at 842-7855 today and take control of your retirement assets. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned. Like our page on Facebook, Conard Financial Group.
Cloudy skies today, the high 65. Partly cloudy tonight, low 48. 70% chance for rain tomorrow, high 58. Cloudy skies, 65 for Mother's Day. Mostly sunny, 68 on Monday, and for Tuesday, sunshine with a high 72. Overnight low was 50. Yesterday's high was 76. 24 1/100ths of an inch of rainfall here at the WFIW studios yesterday. Currently, humidity at 73%. Winds from the west-northwest at 5 miles an hour. And the pressure at 30.12. Right now, we have got overcast skies and 51 at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar weather showing nothing in terms of precipitation anywhere in the state of Illinois. Let's get back into morning coffee. Just a second.
Radar Weather has been sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Doug thought it was pretty funny when you were about ready to do radar weather and you looked over your shoulder out the window.
Well, I had to check the...
Was that a scientific measurement?
That's right.
It says, let's see here. Well, it looks all clear on radar as I look over my shoulder into the forest.
I was checking what the skies looked like.
You were going to say under sunny skies, but you looked out the window and said under cloudy skies, right?
That's right.
Well, when it's partly cloudy, it can be cloudy or it can be sunny.
I think I think what we got was an accurate description of the weather as you looked over your shoulder.
You know my typical forecast. I'm always right. I'm always right. It's either going to rain or it's not going to rain.
We got a
sun is gonna
suggestion.
shine or it's not going to shine.
We got a
It's
suggestion.
going to be cold or it's going to be warm.
We got a
Right.
suggestion over the
break. Yeah.
What you do is you go find a dog, say at the Wayne County Humane Society.
Yeah.
And you name it Clarabelle. Then your tattoo's relevant.
Okay.
Easy fix.
We're here to serve you. That's what we're here to do. Doug, go ahead and
We're just trying to help.
give us the first question.
Okay, we're going to do these in order this time.
Yep.
So, what year was Illinois Farm Bureau founded?
I want to say about 1970. But I'd say right before the war. I'd say 1915. Go ahead, Mark. What do you think?
1904.
So, you're a little bit closer, Mike. 1916.
Very close.
Yeah, it's
Very
close.
close.
Just had a 100 year a couple years ago. So, percentage of land in Illinois that is farmland.
That's huge. And I bet you that's in the 80s. What do you say?
74%.
75.
75.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, very good. Longest serving president of the Wayne County Farm Bureau.
Is it a Simpson, a Musgrave, or a
You would
Vaughn?
think it would be,
but it's not.
actually not. No.
I have no idea. How about you?
He served from 1960 to 1971. 11 years. Edwin French was his name.
Okay.
So I didn't meet him. Illinois is a top producer of many crops. Which of these is not a crop that Illinois produces the most of? So choices were corn, pumpkins, horseradish, or popcorn.
I'm going to say corn because
I'm going with corn too.
You're both correct.
okay,
That's
because
right.
I know that so over in Metro East, Collinsville is really the
horseradish.
Yes.
Capital of the
Yep.
world.
And popcorn, Ridgeway.
Uh-huh.
And
And
then
there's a place
pumpkin.
over by Lawrenceville, the Black Jewel.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Popcorn?
popcorn
And
growing
then
all
people
over,
don't
yeah.
realize what an enormous operation Fry is out here in the western part of Wayne County.
Number
Morton
one
and Wayne County.
number one pumpkin farmer in the country is Fry Farms Produce.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing. And people don't seem to realize it.
No, they don't.
No.
No.
Go ahead.
How much whole milk does it take to make 1 pound of butter? How many gallons?
How much milk does it take for the milk to make the butter?
I'm going to say 2.
How many gallons?
How many gallons?
How many gallons? 4.
2.5.
2.5. Okay.
That was
2.5.
closer.
1 pound
I
of
win.
butter, 2.5 gallons of milk. American Farm Bureau Federation president. Any idea who that might be? He's from Georgia.
Nope. Jimmy Carter.
Close. Zippy Duval. He goes by Zippy.
What
He
is
really
it
does.
with guys from the South with the nicknames? You know, the Clemson head coach, Dabo.
Yeah.
There's
Zippy.
and Zippy.
Zippy Duval. National Milk Day is
Boy, I don't know.
April 17th.
not even close. That's my daughter's birthday.
Okay.
Hey, I'll say it's in the fall. I'll say September 1st.
Yeah, January 11th.
Wow.
National Milk Day.
Yeah, National Milk Day. Okay. Pizza. We all love pizza.
All the food groups.
That's
Yep.
right. How many pizzas are sold in America each year?
Each year?
Each year.
Oh, I'm going to say billions. A couple
I'm
of
gonna-
billion?
I'm going to say, a couple of billion. That sounds right.
Yeah, 3 billion.
Oh.
3 billion.
3
Wow.
billion pizzas in a year.
I mean, just between the two of us,
Yeah.
Turner and I.
Well, I mean,
we got a big cut up there.
2 pizzas a week, easy.
Not me.
Oh, wow.
Gee
I-
whiz.
some-
You
some-
really eat that much?
Sometimes I get the cauliflower crust though.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that is good stuff.
Never had it?
You got to try it.
I
Yeah,
seriously.
it is good.
State fruit for Illinois is an apple. Which variety of apple is it?
I'll take I'll say Yellow Delicious, but what do you think?
I'm going to say
Because it's probably over in Calhoun. It might not be a Yellow Delicious.
I can't remember what.
Jonathan?
that was. No, I'm going to say Golden Delicious.
Gold is close. Gold Rush is the
Gold
actual
Rush.
variety.
I've never heard
So-
of that brand
Me
of
neither.
apple.
No. And last question: how many states in the U.S. grow wheat?
I'm going to say almost all of them. How about 46? Go ahead. What do you think,
I'm
Turner?
going to go with 12.
Oh, quite a bit more. 42. 42 states out of 50 grow wheat.
There's not that many that wouldn't grow wheat, quite honestly. I mean, Doug, you came in at the last minute. You did a wonderful job. You gave us some news, and you did the trivia. How much more could we expect of him?
Breakfast.
Let's
That's the only thing you can
so
expect.
let's do this. Let's all hope that it doesn't rain over the weekend.
Yes.
And
Let's hope
all of
so,
the people
yes.
that you represent, Doug, get in the fields by Monday.
They
How's
would
that
be
sound?
a lot happier if they could.
People are they're not really worried, but they are starting to get antsy.
They are very much so.
Our
Yep, they're
thanks
ready
to
be-
Doug Anderson of the Wayne County Farm Bureau, and we'll do it
You're
again,
welcome.
Doug, if it's
Glad to be
okay.
here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
News, talk, sports, and classic rock. This is the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Bowie Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City. They have a large selection of power sofas, love seats,